grind, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers,
this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go. Lefty.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
57. Lynch 5-3.
From the 27, Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wentz going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissic. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down now, it's Freeman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Go. We're 5-7. No.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10. Hey, ram.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
We're 5-7.
Y'all playing
Go.
25. Check 25.
To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Frosty Rucker. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, empty. Kill.
Play action. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Now Cobb to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Wentz gets this one to Hill. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got him in. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week.
And this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Wentz. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Man 5-7.
On first down, Wentz. Forced out to his left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lefty, lefty. Kill.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Funchess is free. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devin Funchess, 81 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz, it's Hill, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
46 down, man, 5-4. 55. Down the man inside, down the man. Let's go, pick it up, D. 5.
Wentz now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's Bridgewater. Funches has it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. On play action, Wentz on the move to his left. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a play fake. Wentz being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Wentz. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Switch it. Man 5-7.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Let's see what you got.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Bridgewater. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing is Bridgewater. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll get it.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Extra point attempt to come here. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Eagles 34, Giants 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Nick Boyle.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He finds Roberts, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there. The Giants have a first down. Wentz now on first down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a second down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And caught by Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. On 1st down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Trey Flowers racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Wentz looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wentz going to throw. And it is incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Tackle made by Antoine Bethea.
Come on. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like the belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency.
See, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you